Alright. I think we are back. Hopefully my GPU stays with me. Know I should have bought a new GPU last night, but oh well. Hopefully it stays with me. Alright. We should hopefully be fine. I just restarted the PC. That's the first time my GPU's ever done this, so I'm surprised. Alright. Let me try get back in the lobby so we can. I did ask what point we're up in the session, so it's still raining. We haven't really got to the point. I'm gonna have to ask for another one. Um, we're still in the rain period. It hasn't really dried up. Thankfully, some of the drivers haven't even left the garage, so I know Scotty is able to get me in to the session. I'm just gonna have to wait. Yeah, so this just was a spanner at work. I really hope my GPU can survive for the race. Oh, okay, that invite didn't work. That's cool. Um, let me check my Steam list. Surely I have a tier 2 driver on my Steam list. Surely. I do not. Oh boy. This might be an issue. I might have to restart again. Alright, so Donwa's invite didn't work. This is not going good. We're kind of just we're kind of just stuck here now. Sorry. If I can't get in the lobby, this ain't good because with there's not going to be a stream for tier 2, which is unfortunate, but um my game is not working with me today for some reason. I wish EA made a way so you can join someone without an invite if they're your friend. Like, come on, man. I might have to alt tab and join the channel to ask for an invite. So I'll do that. So I'm just gonna mute my mic. Ah, we're in the game. Finally. We can get on with qualifying. I think we're still in qualifying. I have actually no idea if we're in qualifying or not. Oh, we are still in qualifying. Cool. I'll mute that again. I'm gonna hope God it's stable. I'm just gonna hope. Taking quite a bit to load though, which is concerning. Win. Oh, it's right at the end as well. So who's on? Jacko? No. Okay, so it's Junkyard. Oh fuck. Hang on. No, it's Golden Sniper. Never mind. Hey, Golden Sniper's gonna be the first one to cross the line. All these times, by the way, most of them are enters, I believe. No, wait. Yes. Some of them enter, some of them. The track did recently just dry out, so take these laps with a grain of salt. Golden is gonna be the first one to cross the line. We'll see what he's able to do. Golden to the line. Was he able to do 130? Goes into P17. That might be him done. We'll jump into Jacko's 410 sub. Goes purple sector 2. No way. I think it was Junkyard in front of him. Oh, well, he's. No, Junkyard's behind him. He's invalidated. And it's letter P. And then the Mercedes. I don't know which Mercedes that is. I think it's. No, that Mercedes has left the garage. But one of the McLarens is right behind him. Not sure which one. Everyone's in like a little group now. It's hard. Anyway, Jacko across the line, 26.8 goes into P4, splits the McLarens apart. We'll go down to letter P, coming around the final corner now. What is he able to do? Runs out of battery to the line, 27.0 goes to P6. One of Mercedes is starting a lap. Is that Lamb? No, so Lamb's. And Piastri started a lap. One of the Red Bulls, I think, started a lap. Just then, Scotty missed the line. No, wait. Did Webber finish his lap just then? I have no idea. No. Yeah, so Webber finished the lap. He went to P6 above letter P. I'm starting to lose people. Got the RB. So we got Echo in front, but I want to look at Drago sitting in P8. Let me know in chat if the volume's good, if everything's working. So Echo across the line, he didn't improve by Drago, goes up into P3, but with the help of that tow from his teammate. One of the Haas across the line, and I think it was Logan just crossing the line into P9. Lamb into P3, Hater into P5. Donwa across the line. Was he able to do it? 28-1 goes into P14. There's too much stuff happening. Going to Battlecat last season champion. 27-4 P13 sits next to his teammate on the grid. Mechanic, I think, is on the lap. I have no clue. Round the final corner for the Mercedes. 25-9 for him, goes to pole position. 26-2 for Oscar. Piastri go behind. And I think we are done. I believe so. So, kind of a one-lap shootout. I don't even know. We were only here for one lap because my GPU decided to die on me like 4 minutes ago. So that was great. Hopefully it doesn't happen again. Volume, that sounds good. Thank you, thank you. Okay, so we'll go through the order. Mechanic 25-9 goes to pole position with Echo behind him. Basically called out 26-1. Then you got two McLarens in the second row with Drago and KO right behind him. Then there's Hato, Jacko, Weber, and letter P for your top 10. The top 8 separated by 9 tenths, and then there's a second back to, or 1.1 back to letter P and 10th. Matty AU though, not setting a lap time. See what's in store for the race, shall we? Waiting for It's waiting for people to choose their tire and setup. I can see one car behind the Ferrari is taking the medium tire. As we're getting ready for lights out, 3, 4, 5. It's Mechanic versus Echo off the line. Who's going to get the better run? I think Echo's got the better launch. It's going to be side by side into turn 1 between the two. McLaren's go line of start, a bit of a checkup by Echo, side by side into turn 3, and Mechanic gets ahead on the outside line still. The Mechanic will lead into the first sector, already going defensive. Where is tires? There's tires. So everyone has literally just gone for the medium tire. Everyone is following everyone, and there's a big crash at the back. Logan's out. VSC's called. I think I saw Ferrari was involved in that. It is. Battlecats was involved. He's got no front wing. Unfortunate for the reigning champion. And I'm cold, I'm shivering. I should have brought my jumper. Dunbar 10-second penalty for collision. Not sure what that's for. I don't know what's happening on the back. There's a pretty big gap here now. When these rides, it's still it's saying VSC, but the full safety car is out, so I don't know. Piastri go collision with Echo under safety car. That's quite an interesting one. Wonder if Piastri go went side by side with him and got smacked. As yep, Piastri's into the box, get rid of that 10-second penalty. Put a new medium tire on. Battlecat will be following him. Domwa stays out with a 10-second. So 2 drivers pit. 3 drivers pit. Junkyard Doggy at the back is also into the pit lane. What I might do, since it's safety car, I'm not gonna fix that. EA's leaderboard is broken. Since it's safety car, I am going to grab my jumper from inside because now I am freezing cold. So hopefully, by the time I get back, safety car should still be out. Safety car is still out. Beautiful. So who's pitted? So Domwire's into the pit lane. I'm guessing get rid of that 10-second pen. He's gone to the hard. 4 drivers on the hard. So you got Oscar, both Ferraris, and the Haas of Domwire on the hard. Okay. Yeah, so Oscar, both Ferraris and Domwire on the hard tires. Everyone else stayed out on the mediums. They're 2 laps off. So I have barely minimum wear to them. So we'll see how this plays out when Domwire catches up. Safety car should be in the slab, hopefully. And hopefully on the restart, I can, they don't go too mental on the restart and cause crashes because I don't want to lose my voice today. Yeah, so safety car's gone. Mechanics back in the field up a lot. How fast is he going? He's going slower than the safety car speed for a formation lap in iRacing. Like, this is slow. 70 kph. I think he's gone. Yeah, he has gone, so that was a very slow pull away from mechanic. He's gone already. Doesn't catch Echo napping. Neither does it catch Lamb napping. Caught Drago a bit off guard. We might see a move from the McLaren into turn 1. No, he decides to sit back into turn 3. On the way to turn 4 to get to the first straight. Looking on board from Lamb's POV. Doesn't look like he's close enough to make the move. Almost got a second already on Drago. Behind. As you can see, between Golden Sniper and his teammate Ryan Noon, there's already a 1.4 second gap between the two. There's a gap between Hado and Kaio of 1.1. So the top 5 already out of DRS, as Hado's bringing that back quite a bit as everyone runs into the hairpin for the 4th time. Second or first time under green flag racing. As Red Mechanic, no purple sector. So Kaya has dropped off to Drago quite a bit now, 1.7, 1.6. So top 4 are gone. As Drago actually might be out of DRS. As Lamb goes wide, that actually allows Draco to get back in. 29.6 for Mechanic for the first lap. As there's quite a big gap at the back. Scotty down the inside of Golden Sniper. That allows Piastri to follow him through. Jump back to the front on the other McLaren. Not able to make a move. As Piastri making work of those hard tyres. Up to P14 after passing Scotty. As Battlecat is also going past Golden Sniper. As there's a Constantina effect at the hairpin. Pretty massive Constantina effect. I would say, Matty Ayu, who started last, and now up into 10th. So he's had a fantastic run of things so far. Currently sitting in P10. As Letter P going to try down the inside of Weber. A little bit of contact between the two, sends Letter P sideways on the exit. Draco goes fastest overall, 29.653. Only a few thousandths quicker. We'll jump to the front. Let's see if Echo's able to do anything with the DRS. He doesn't want to make the move. He's seen behind for an extra lap. We jump down to Hado and Kaya as Hado makes the dive. Gets the move done. Thomas Ronha needs to take some notes from Hado's dive right there. No contact. We might be getting into that stage of the race. Lot of battle packs are forming as Ryan Noon and Oscar go side by side. Oscar goes for the switchback on Aston Martin drive, but he's on the outside line. Gets the move nice and done early on before the corner though. Jump to the front as Lamb's trying to get past Echo. Looks like he got a better run out of the final corner than the RB driver. None of these drivers are making a single move on this DRS straight. They just refuse to as we look down to the battle for P5. Not much happening in there. This whole P5 train stuck in a Williams sandwich with Toddy at the back. I had someone hit the wall. I think that was Weber touching the wall behind Jacko. He's actually lost a bit of time. Don't know if he got damaged on that by that, but I did hear him hit the wall. Still has DRS on Jacko at the moment, as Toddy and Maddie are going to go side by side. Or Maddie goes a bit sideways on exit, due to the contact. Bit of a gap opening up in these trains. Wish I can get rid of the safety car message, because now this is just getting annoying. Yeah, 4 tier 1 drivers leading. I don't know if you can even call Lamb a tier 1 driver, because he uses for full TC. Going Sniper has Bindit at turn 7. That's called at a safety car. And this is probably gonna force everyone onto the medium compound tire. Or not medium, the hard compound tire. Unfortunate for the drivers that are already pitted for the hard. Weber gets a 10 seconds for collision with Jacko. As the drivers on the hard tires, they're making their way to the front of the field. Is Domwa gonna get past all of these guys? All the drivers that started pitted lap 1 for the hard tire are all now in front of the people that just pitted. Oscar leads to the 2 Ferraris at the moment for your podium, if it stays like this. Absolute disgrace. Well, we'll see what happens. Kind of in that part of the race where nothing's really happening. Actually, who has pens? That's not the one. This one. Domwell still has his 10-second. Whether I swear. Okay, that's what I swear. Domwell served his 10-second. 10, or did he get another one when I was AFK? Safety car should be this lap. Hopefully. So we've had 2 safety cars in a span of 10 laps. This going off that, we are bound to have the max safety car usage before the end of the race. The safety car is pulling off. Lights are switched off. Oh, that's uh. Oh my god. Mechanic spun it under safety car and lost 2 places. And is given Hayter a 10-second penalty because of the checkup. As here we go, Oscar Piastri has gone. He didn't caught Battle Cat or Junkyard napping at all, but he's caught Domwell napping. Here we go for lap 11. Safety car restart. 1.2 second gap between Lamb and Mechanic. That is what you want to see. 3 drivers with 10-second penalties that could get overridden if there isn't another safety car. As Echo down inside of Domwell, side by side on the exit. Can't quite get the move done as Echo locking the rears, going sideways. That's giving Lamb a bit of damage on his front wing. He's now missing an end plate. There's quite a decent gap between Domwell and Junkyard, forming about 7 tenths. As Oscar has brought out that 1.1 gap over Battle Cat. As Mechanic down inside of Lamb, forcing him off track. Probably got a legal overtake for that move. Nad Slot right behind. He's lost out to DRS of Echo though. Echo 1.2 in front of the Mercedes driver, so Lamb's gonna have another shot at him. And you can really tell that the wing damage is affecting his turning. Not gonna go down inside. Lamb or Echo had a bit of a mistake. This Domwell runs very wide at turn 5. Or is that turn 6? I think it's turn 6 actually. Echo all over the back of Junkyard now. Into the hairpin after the bridge. He's actually giving him a tap on the rear. As Mechanic gonna go side by side with Domwell, get that move done. Lamb gonna follow him. Lamb tried to follow him. Oh, as Echo into the wall. Big crash between them. Oh, that's Echo and Mechanic out. Another safety car. It looked like a bit of desync happened between the Ferrari and Echo, which pincered. I actually have no clue, to be honest, what went down. It looked like, um, it looked like Junkyard and Echo, they collide, or they didn't collide, but they interlocked tires, and it just sent them both flying into a wall. Junkyard surviving the impact. Echo not so fortunate. And other RB Bennett too. You had to pray a bit harder for that one. 2 tier 1 drivers down, 3 to go. Yeah. Are we counting Battle Cat in that because he's at the front? He's in front of the tier 1 drivers at the moment. Just older tires. I would say I actually do like this shot of the hairpin. It's quite a good shot, to be honest. You get the same shot in Portimao at the hairpin as well. Alright, we'll be waiting for the grid to form up again. Ghost Rider did pit it again for a new set on the medium tyre. Anyone pilling into the pit lane? It looks like someone's pilling in. One of the RBs, I believe that is Drago, the lone RB survivor of the carnage that unfolded. He'll be getting rid of a 10-second penalty that he acquired off the back of one of the McLarens. Forced to go to a medium tyre, as that will be the only tyre he has left. He will have to brave that one out for about 18 laps. I think. No, 17. Did my math wrong. Japan has 2 that should be tier 1. Nah, I don't know what you mean. Yeah, you can do this. Move them 1 into my seat, put me into tier 2, and then it works out because I'm an iRacing merchant that can't drive an F1 car anymore. We're just waiting for Drago to recat. As safe car has been called. I didn't even see the message, but yeah. Let's see if Oscar can catch these 2 Ferraris napping again. Battlecat Ice Stone Cold though, he's not weaving, he's just going straight on. He's waiting for that McLaren to go. Oscar's not gonna go here. As he's gone now. Going off the apex of second last corner, or the chicane. And it's a pretty decent gap. Domwa again caught napping by the restart. As Rhinoon gets a 3-second penalty for track limit. That's the first legitimate track limit penalty. As Lamb, side by side with Domwa, is going to get that move done nice and early before the braking. So almost chopped Domwa's front end off, Hado into the back of him. Sauber trying to go down inside. That's Jacko. Got one of the Red Bulls to contest with as well. As Limitless is out. So Limitless has DNF'd. And that's with the Aston. So I'll be both drivers out of this session. I'll be getting no points today. As a wounded Aston Martin is crawling around the sling. So within another 5 laps, we have gotten another 2 safety cars. So we have lost 2 RBs, a Mercedes Aston, and a Red Bull. Luckily, Mercedes Aston and Red Bull still have one of their cars on the field. Battlecat into the pit lane to get the medium set of tires. And so is Kaio. He's also grabbing a medium set of tires. One of Aston's into the pit lane. He's, I think, serving a 10-second penalty for that collision with Draco. Now, as you say, Matty AU sitting pretty in 8th at the moment. Started last, couldn't get a quali tie bid, but he's sitting P8 behind 3 drivers who have 10-second penalties as well. He's looking pretty good. Well, once the Aston catches up, we should be able to go green flag. That'll be one more lap. We should be green again. Believe we are. So safety cars pulling off once again. So Battlecat, Kaya, and Ryan were the early pitters on this safety car. So it has left a Junkyard to himself at the front, the lone Ferrari at the front of the field, with his teammate down in 13th at the moment. Going for a fresher set of the medium tires. Let's see when Oscar does decide to pull the trigger. He's got a teammate in third place, so if they're in a call, there will be coordinating this one. And as Oscar Piastri goes, catches Junkyard a little bit, but that was more the traction than everything. Look how close Lamb is already. Lamb's all over the back of him. Is he going to have a try into turn one? No. He pulls it back out. One there. Sauber's though gone side by side. That's the P down the inside of Matty AU at turn one. Little bit of argy-bargy between the two of them. As Matty AU gets pushed over the white line for track limits. Don't know if he got a warning for it. If he did, he can get that removed as he got pushed. On board with the McLaren of Lamb. Is he going to go down inside? No, he's not close enough. Domware defending from Hato. Was Hato just going across the front wing of Domware yet again? As a little bit of a check up, that's the Red Bull into the back of the Sauber. That's damage for Webber. Was he just nearly avoids a wall? Now he's holding up a massive train behind him because of this damage. It's on the worst side of the car as well, as yeah, he's just letting people by, and as the Coyote is around at the back. As we jump down to this fight, P2, Hato all over the back of Lamb, but Lamb is all over the back of Junkyard at the moment. Fifth, 16 lap old hards on the Ferrari versus 9 lap hards on the McLaren. And I would say Battlecat on those new mediums are tearing through the field as Toddy goes down the inside of Matty AU, gets that move done. Oh, it's Battlecat and Matty AU have come together. And that's damage for both cars. Matty AU continues on with the damage. Battlecat is pulled in for the damage. KO is pulled in for the damage. Side by side with Lamb. Oh, what is happening here? Oh, Lamb's DC'd. Okay, that was how it's happening. Oh, as a little... Whoa. I think Domwire just getting put into a wall by one of the Saubers on the back straight. Lamb not having a great time at the start of that straight, as Domwire trying to defend everything he can. With that wing damage, can't really do it when he goes extremely wide. Wing damage, old tires, not the best to drive with. Scotty's trying to get past Lamb's AI, and I believe he's going to get the move done now. Side by side into the hairpin as oh, Ryan, that's a late braking. That's also taking a wing off Lamb. That's a bit rough. Scotty gets past Domway as well. Goes further down inside of the AI as well of Lamb, and he's down to P11 as Manny into the pit lane for the change of wing. As Battlecat, he's put on the soft tire for the remainder of this race. Probably hoping for a safety car to come out, but I'm pretty sure we have hit our limit. I think 5 is the limit of reduced safety cars. We jump to the front. 18 lap old hards versus Hato on 11, but Hato does have a 10-second penalty. to his name. So Oscar will be keeping that one in mind. It can probably be removed because I believe it was due to the checkup of mechanical spinning on the safety car. As Matty AU is now out of the session, crashing at the sling. And no safety cars being called, so I'm pretty sure we might have hit our limit on safety cars. So at the moment, everyone scores points if you just finish a race. Matty AU would have scored points if he finished a race. Actually, I think he continued on with the damage he had because he didn't fix it. I don't think. As Halo getting very close to the back of this McLaren. Webber fastest person on track, 29.1 with those new medium tires. Gone to that point of the race now. That there's different trains forming. Seeing the distance on that shot. That the battle for P3 is now a 4-car train. I think Toddy's trying to size up a move on Jacko, who's right ahead of him. I believe these two are fighting not for the championship, so Jacko doesn't want to let him go. I think as P down inside of Junkyard as there's a yellow flag for KO, who's had a mistake at the hairpin. Letter P 3-second penalty at turn 6. Probably taking a bit too much inside curb for his liking. He has to sit behind the Ferrari once more. What happened to Lamb? Lamb has disconnected. Oh, as Toddy is turned around at the hairpin. Not sure what happened there because I was reading the chat. He's now down to where Scotty is now. Yeah, so Lamb was in the 5P2 and then he disconnected. And there's no way to get him back in except Battlecat, who is driving at the moment. Because I don't have him added. AsAdo looking to make a move on the McLaren. Using all of his battery with... Oh, what is happening here? Halo down inside. Oscar tried him out the outside. Got pushed off on the exit. Now Halo in the lead of things. Only problem he has is he's got that 10-second penalty hanging over his head. As Letter P has gone past Junkyard. As Kaio has had another mistake at the second or the last chicane on the track went straight on at the corner. So Oscar's been able to stay with Hato pretty well. He's actually gone back past as Hato just let him through. The Aston of Ryan gets a penalty. 3-second penalty. So only two drivers with 10-second penalties. I believe it's Letter P and Hato. No, it's just Hato with 10-second as Oscar's trying to fight this around the outside at turn 4. Couldn't quite get it done. Let's say these hard tires are lasting pretty well at the moment. As Webber has done a pit and quit. He's had enough. That's no points for Red Bulls for this race. The Red Bull TP will not be happy with that one because Webber was guaranteed to finish or guaranteed to score points for this race. As Oscar gonna make a move at the hair or chicane. Can't quite get it done. Letter P is slowly reeling these two in. So 32 is what he did. I don't know what letter P did. Because it won't tell me now. Letter P slowly closing that gap to the McLaren. Okay, gets a 3-second penalty for multiple warnings as yellow flag at the straight. Not sure what happened. Both drivers getting using all that outside curb and in the braking zone hitting the wall. Ghost Rider and Ryan going side by side at the moment towards turn 5. Ryan not gonna have the track or the turn in for this because he's got that broken wing, but he's actually finding this pretty well as Ghost Rider goes a tiny bit wider, still goes side by side all the way to the swing. Ghost Rider point ahead though with the use of some overtake. IO picking up a 3-second penalty. As a collision between Aston and an Alpine at the back. Aston Martin's missing his whole front wing. Alpine's missing a bit of his front wing now. Halo going extremely defensive on this straight to cover off Lamb. But Lamb down in, or not Lamb, Oscar down the inside of the Williams of Hato. Hato going off track to keep the position. I don't know about that one. Hato realized that he shouldn't have done that. He's given the place back. This has allowed letter P to close up significantly to these two. Now he's within 1.2 seconds of these guys. Second penalty for Donwa in 10th place. So we're starting to see a track limits penalties for these drivers. Teague might be getting to him because this is a long race as KO gets a 3-second pen. He's 27 seconds back though off the next car. So he's kind of just time trial around as Toddy, Jacko and Scotty all fighting with each other as Toddy gets the move done. Toddy up into P5 now as Scotty smacking the wall on the exit of turn 4. Kyo going straight on at turn 5 to get out of the way of the leaders. So this is your podium at the moment. I believe Hato might get his 10-second remove, but we'll see what happens. Battlecat has caught the Lamb's AI for 8th place. He's made the move down the back straight as well. This one's a bit late. Hopefully he shows online. If he doesn't show... Oh, he's not showing online. Dante, you don't need to tell me it needs to be ASAP. I should start telling tier 2 drivers that they need to add the me when I'm commentating, just in case they DC. As Domwa has now left the session. And that was... Oh, it's also glitched the leaderboard as well. Oh, okay. What did the Hater get 10 seconds for? He got it for collision on the safety car. Also can give him a 10-second for that one as well. Lap 30 of 31. I don't know if Lamb is in control of his car. Because the gaps are not going to update until they all get across the line. Because when Domwire joined it, or left, it bugged. So yeah, that's fun. Just gonna have to wait. I think Lamb's Delta's bugged, so I can't really tell, and it's bugged again. Fuck. Oh, what is that, man? Like, how does that one happened? Let me just check quickly. Yeah, okay, he's in control of his car. I just gotta make sure he's not in that stupid you're watching your car go around but you can't control it state. So last lap of the race, Oscar leads to Hato Letter P, but Letter P has a 3-second pen, so he's not really in this fight. Hato can remove his 10-second. Or could have a chance. Ryan has had a spin at the back in the Singapore sling. Anyway, let's watch from Hato's POV. He's gonna go to the outside. He's gonna make that move stick. Letter P's gonna try the outside of Oscar. Can't quite get it done. And I believe that's all she wrote for now. Quickly do this. As Hato across the line will finish on track in first. Gets demoted because of penalties though. So Letter P finishes second, Oscar third. Toddy will finish fourth just in front of Junkyard, Jacko, Scotty. Then there's quite a big gap to Domwa and Battle Cat with Lamb actually over the back of the Battle Cat at the moment. They're going to go side by side down this back straight. Battle Cat is on really old soft tires, turns in, leaves the room. Domwa finishes 8th, Lamb 9th, Battle Cat 10th. And you got Ryan in 11th. And then you will have Ghost Rider. Oh. I don't know why that's not working. So that's Piastri Goat will win the race behind or in front of Letter P and Hato. Hato should get his 10-second race, so that actually promotes Hato to first. But we will get the results anyway. So Oscar Piastri will finish first. And letter P, Hato, Toddy, Junkyard, Jacko, Scotty, Dumbware, Lamb, and Battlecat for your top 10. Don't know if Lamb will actually keep those points because he was disconnected for quite a while. Then it was Ryan, Ghost Rider, and KO were your finishing drivers. And then we have quite a few DNS. So Logan, Golden, Echo, Mechanic, Draco, Maddie, and Weber all DNFing from the session. Anyway, what button is it? It should be that one. And it should actually work for me. So we'll go to the standings. I don't know. I don't know what this do for standings, but I believe Draco does extend his lead, but we will see it when that all gets calculated. Anyway, I don't believe Oscar's gonna join us for interviews, but we do have P3 and P2. Well, on track P or final result P3, provisional P3. Hey Dory, how are you doing? How was the race?
It was good. I'm shaking right now. But it was a fun race.
Well, I don't know where you qualify because I didn't get in the session until very late because my PC was having issues. But off the start, there was a pretty big collision. I don't know if you were involved in that one, but you did pick up a 10-second penalty later on, which, in my opinion, will get removed. So this should promote you to P1 on track. How do you feel that you won on track?
Yeah, look, it's good. It was hard to get by Piastri with his old tires. He did really well. A couple little moments there with us. I think I forced him off at turn 5, so I had to let him back through. At some point, which I did. So hopefully, if I do get reported, that shouldn't be anything to worry about. But it was good. I woke up an hour before the race, so not mentally or anything to prepared for it. But
Well,
it's the best possible result.
always gotta get a quick sleep in before the race. Anyway, next round for tier 2 is Spa in a week's time.
Mm.
How do you feel about that one? The setups have changed quite massively, so we're running different to what we used to, so you might have to practice a bit more for this one instead of sleeping in.
Yeah, look, I think last time we did Spa, the wings were, I think, 15-3, and now they're 3-0. So very big change with all the updates. Okay. My pizza. But it should be a good race. I've done plenty around there with all the new handling patches and updates. So, if I do sleep in again, I think we should be right.
Well, I'll let you go and celebrate your uh, provisional or provisional P1 finish
Yeah.
with your pizza. So we'll see you next week for Spa.
Yeah. Thank you.
Letter P, how are you doing? How was the race? You were quite a far way back from the top two quite a while, but you brought it back because of their
Yeah.
squabbling. How was
Well,
the race?
yeah, it was pretty interesting race with the safety cars, but just happy to be back on the podium finally.
Oh, I did call it early in the stream that we were only 10 laps in and we had two safety cars. I wasn't expecting to get two more in the 5 laps that we went, but that was quite
Yeah, no.
interesting. So, quite a few collisions. I don't know if you were involved in that lap 1 collision down the back straight.
No, I was not. I was the car right in front of it, apparently, because I think it was Battlecat who was involved, and he was right behind me.
Well, considering that if you look at the leaderboard type way, you're up and down the field constantly. So considering you finished P2, P3 on track, it's not that bad.
Feels good.
Spa next week, how do you feel?
Pretty good. Spa was one of my best tracks, just like Singapore. Obviously, last season I won here, So just happy to keep the podium streak up. But yeah, we're getting into the part of the season where they're my stronger tracks, and hopefully we can be fighting for wins.
Well, yep. So it goes from a high downforce track to a minimum like no downforce at all on the car, basically. So we'll see you next week for Spa when we do run it for Tier 2, and hopefully you can promise on that win that you just said.
Yeah, hopefully.
Uh, Anyway, so that's done. So I don't think we're getting Oscar today. I didn't check if he said anything, but anyway. Thank you all so much for tuning in to Tier 2 for Singapore. Sorry for the little computer hiccups at the start of the stream. No idea what happened. I'm pretty sure my GPU just decided to die on me at the wrong time. And thankfully, I got in to still see the end of qualifying. On the screen is all your stands. So I believe Jacko will extend his championship lead. Sauber extend that lead from 2 points to, I believe, it'll be above 20 at this rate. I'm not quite sure. I'm not gonna deal into the math, but it's gonna be quite a big gap. Mikhail's gonna jump racing balls as well, as both drivers did not score any points. Now next week, as I said, Spa, that is gonna be a one interesting race for these drivers, because I believe some of them are done them. Some of them have done the race this week, because DRS did do their 100% race yesterday for some tier 2 drivers. So they'll be a bit more prepared than others coming into Spa. That'll be one interesting race to look at. Yeah, so Spa next week, and then after that we got Portimao. And it's a sprint round, so that'll be fun. Anyway, that's all for us for tier 2. Tier 1 starts tomorrow same time. But it will just be a farce, guys. There'll be nothing left on the table in tier 1. Everyone's gonna send it as hard as they can. You might see a DRS trains for a little bit, but then everyone's gonna send it. Anyway, thank you all so much for watching. Tier 1 starts tomorrow. Be sure to tune in for that one, and we'll see you all there.